A really quick one this week. I just finished a session with a group, and funnily enough, it was face to face. Crazy, but they're all got fairly small businesses, sort of 10 people or less. And what they were reflecting back to me and needing help on was this idea of right now they've all got pressures in their business, and they're all trying to either deal with problems in the back end of their business, or they've got problems with demand and customers at the front end of their business. You know, we're all a bit stressed, and they felt like that was then permeating out into how they were dealing with their team and their staff. And I just want to chat through with you guys. I don't know if you've got feeling that way or you've got the same problem. I want to chat you guys through what I talked through with them. And I felt like this was important because you know how, in a business, you've got momentum, you're either kind of moving forward and things are going well, or you feel like you're stuck. I felt like this was one of the really important components to them feeling a bit stuck. And feeling like the momentum wasn't great. I think the other component to this is if there's literally people like beside you, around you, that aren't engaged, like it just brings everything down, right? So just wanted to talk this through. Won't take a lot of time. Let's make sure I've got this connected the right way. Hang on, bear with me. Here we go. Oops. So the iPad's going to come on shortly. Small view tech challenges. Okay, let's just make sure I've got this connected the right way, and let's try that again. Oh, look at that. Finally. Sorry about that, everyone. So yeah, let's just cover this first. Let me go into this. So the first idea here is, like, if you think about what the problem is, one of the guys, the business owners that I talked to, articulated it like this, which is most of us follow the 4F method. And the 4F method is follow up, follow up, follow up, and then, fuck it, I'll do it myself, right? That's what the 4F method is. And what he was kind of saying was there was a lot of, a lot of this right now. And people are feeling really impatient, probably, mostly because of what's going on in their lives. I still don't think that's the right way for this to work. And let me explain why. Let's go first of all over here into the results section. As a leader of a team, what you're trying to do is create capacity at your back end to serve clients. So most of all, what you've got in your mind is an outcome here. And the outcome, for some of you is about obviously a dollar figure, especially if you're a public business, you've got to be accountable at some level to that. You've got to manage some cost, but you also, you're looking at making impact or a difference to that customer, whoever that is. And for a lot of people, while they're in business, is not just for dollars and cost, it's also for that impact, that difference that they make. So typically what happens with a business is you get to a point where you realize that you, as the owner, can't be the CFO, the CEO, the CMO, I keep going, the CTO, you get it, right? And you kind of end up playing all those roles and you spread too thin and nothing gets done perfectly. And what happens is that first of all, your costs go up, but that impact is that experience, your customers' impact, that eventually impacts dollars. And for a business, dollars is like oxygen. So what we do then is we realize that we can't do it all ourselves. So we start to build a bit of collective, like a bit of team, and we start to align things out to people. Now, I've talked to you guys before around this idea of having, focused sort of sprints with your team, where you assign them tasks for a 6-week or a quarterly period, whatever works. But you also have kind of collective goals that you're all working on together, and that rhythm works really well. Now, if you want help implementing that, just send me a message or get in touch. I can talk through how that works. It takes a bit of time to get working. We just need to make it and fine tune it a little bit for your team, so that we free you up and get you working on the things that are really important for your business and the experience of your customers. So hang on, let's make sure this is working again. Okay, let's try this. No, okay, there we go. Wow, that didn't work for a period of time. Having a few tech issues today. Apologies, team. Now, if you're going to think of what you're going to assign to people, I would think about 3 things. Strengths, yours and theirs. What are the most valuable things to the clients and customers? And that may mean that you do some of that and they do some of that. And then really thinking about keeping them to role. So the more that they've got a clear sense of what their role is, what their strengths and your strengths are and value, those are the 3 things that can help you decide which things, how to delegate things individually, and also set those collective goals. All right. So once you've decided on what those are, you obviously want to hire well, but at the moment, what you've got to do is you've got to manage the team virtually, so that they're clear on what the outcomes looks like and they're able to deliver them, right? So I would think about a framework of 3 things. I would probably do a meeting, you think about a week, a meeting on a Monday, follow up on a Friday or a Thursday, virtually. And then I would use a mechanism like a WhatsApp group, or text, SMS, or it could be Slack, or one of those systems for all the touch points on the output of their work and giving feedback through the week. Does that make sense? I'm sure a lot of you are doing that already, but a great way to do that virtually. Let's just move that out of the way. Now that's the how. Now the what are the 3 things you need to really describe to people when you give them something individually to do? First one is why this is important. Okay, so what we want to do there is make sure that we explain from the customer experience point of view how what they're working in fits in. So things like, what if you're in this position, why is the bit you're working on, why is it important? Okay, then not what, then the second piece is the what. So not what you want the output to look like, because that takes away any of their freedom and discretion around how to do it. But I would describe what you want the outcome to be after that work has been completed. So they've got some freedom and discretion to decide on it themselves. And then how you do that is that you then use the feedback mechanism to give them that feedback during the week. All right. So that's how I would do that virtually right now. Let me just review it. So I think a lot of people are getting into the 4F framework at the moment, which is sucking a bunch of their time. And,
it's causing a bunch of frustration, because for most people, they want to get a result in their business, they want to serve customers, and things are tough. If you're spread way too thin, you want to start building a team system so that you can increase capacity at the back end and serve clients better. And just wanted to share with you this way of virtually managing your team right now, which I'm sure, a lot of you put elements of this in place, but thought might be useful around the why, the what, and the how, and the follow-up. Again, if you need help with your team and coaching your team and supporting them to build a result that they want, and then a mechanism to be able to run that business and for you guys to get to where you want to get to, it's just a simple 30-minute conversation to see if we're a good fit to help you do that. And if we are, we can continue and work out a specific strategy to help your team put this all in place. Hope you have a brilliant weekend. Love your work, and talk to you soon. See you guys. Bye.